Crowned by darkness, the Dark Lady has arrived in Dragonheir Silent Gods. How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious. Welcome to the channel, and a big thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's video. If you want to download, use my link in the description. We've got this new event, and it's pretty exciting. This is going to be one of the stronger characters to ever enter the game, and her name is simply, elegantly, the Dark Lady. Dark indeed, she looks incredible. The graphics in this game are always on point, and she will be a little hard to get, but also fairly attainable if you're on top of everything, because she is fully guaranteed at 300 summons as a part of this limited summoning event. So I'm going to break down this entire event for you, break down the Dark Lady and her kit, why she's so desirable, why I'm going to try to get her, why maybe you should too. And on top of that, I've got some early news about the upcoming Halloween event, as well as the Team Up for Treasure event. That will kick off with Phase 1 on October 31st, Halloween. However, the Halloween event, and most importantly, the Dark Lady event, are kicking off very soon, this Friday on October the 24th. So guys, there is a lot to talk about. It is an exciting time in Dragonheir Silent Gods. If you're not yet playing, again, download. We'll have the link in the description and the top pinned comment. Just remember, when you go to look it up, if you're in the United States, the game will be under Dragonstride Legacy Reborn. However, in the US, on Steam, and on all platforms, everywhere else in the world, it is going to be Dragonheir Silent Gods. So guys, let's get into it.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Now, very quickly, guys, for the uninitiated, if you've never seen Dragonheir before, you've never seen one of my videos, never heard me talk about it, you're unfamiliar with the game, let me show you what it's all about in 2 seconds. So Dragonheir really has the best graphics in the genre. That's my favorite thing about the game. It is a very fun grid-based RPG with an excellent affinity system, a really nice season model, and a constantly evolving game. They have events all the time, interesting things to do all the time. They definitely keep the game feeling fresh. One other fun thing that definitely sets the game apart is the very immersive overworld. It's pretty unique in this specific genre for any gacha RPG. There's a huge map you can always explore. You can see it's Season 2 here on the test server. I have not explored it yet. If you saw my main account, maybe you've seen my main account before, you can see it this Friday when I'm streaming. It's fully developed. But look at this. If I zoom all the way out, all these portals are different parts on the map that we will eventually discover. I already have discovered on the other account. So it's pretty wild stuff, and it's just a really cool, fresh take on this genre when it comes to these dark fantasy style RPGs. Let's talk about the specific hype right now in the game. This Friday, October 24th, we are getting the Bloodline Aria event, and that introduces the Dark Lady to Dragonheir Silent Gods. So who is she? Why is the event worth it? Why is she worth it? What can you earn? What are the freebies? What do you have to budget for? What do you have to save for? Let's go. Let's start with her. Let's start with the Dark Lady herself. So she has got a time-limited banner. There are many excellent legendaries in this game. However, the limited legendaries tend to be some of the absolute strongest, and the Dark Lady is no exception. She is an excellent support school unit. She's of the necrosis affinity, so she's going to be perfect in any incineration comp if you're playing Season 2. But in general, she's awesome just as a standalone unit, and she fits in perfectly with fantastic synergies alongside other necrosis summoners. To get her, you're going to have to summon, for the guarantee, 300 of your Virmaro die. You will get a nice chunk of these for free during the Bloodline Aria event, and on top of that, you can use whatever you've saved and accumulated, as well as your Virmaro, to get additional summons. If you want to know how you can get those freebies, there are 10, that is right, 10 Heliolite dice summons available to you through a 7-day login reward during this event. So you can see day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, you're getting 1 premium summons a day, 1 of the Heliolite dice, so in total that's 6 Heliolite dice, and then on day 7 you get another 3, that brings you to 9, and then once you're finished with the whole thing, you're going to get another. There are 10 Heliolite dice you can grab, and that is very generous, very excellent. So if you want to get her, of course you can always hit her early, right? This is her banner, she's in the pool. She is the premium limited legendary you can go ahead and snag. However, if you want that hard guarantee, you're going to have to get to 300. Even if you can't get there though, there's so many other cool things that are a part of this event. So if we look over here at the bottom where we have our story quests, she has her own quest line. This is going to be a nice way to get immersed in the story, meet her in-game for the first time, as well as get some freebies, of course. So you can enter the adventure and experience the Bloodline Aria event story. This will bring you to a different part of the map, and you can go ahead and explore, and there's gonna be a whole list of tasks to do, stuff like this. So as you go through all this, and these quests are always quite fun, you're gonna learn more about her, you're gonna get free stuff, and you're just gonna get deeper into the world of Dragonheir Silent Gods. Another cool thing they have running during this event is the Relic Seeker feature. So just by doing your daily stuff, you can get the premium event currency that you can then use in the Aria shop. We'll go over the Aria shop in one moment, but if we look here in this Relic Seeker promotion, by doing just your normal stuff, you can get additional rewards, and most importantly, when you're doing these growth quests or equip quests, you will get chances to have the special currency drop. So you can see, just doing your normal experience farming in the Goblin Lair or farming out any of the affinity domains for your special stones so you can continue to promote and develop your units, as well as farming any of the equipment dungeons or the rune dungeons, you will also have chances for the special currency to drop. So let's actually go to the Aria shop now so you can see how farming out the Relic Seeker feature, hitting your daily limit of 20 special currency, will allow you to succeed in this shop. This currency, by the way, is called Unclean Treasure, and there's a lot of good stuff to snag here. The big premium item is going to be this cosmetic, the Dragon Bloodline avatar frame. It's pretty cool. For people less interested in cosmetics, we do have really nice stuff as well. Here you will notice there are a total of 50 master pages available. Those 50 will fuse together and give you a legendary skill up. Here we've got 60 scholar pages available. In total, that is 2 epic skill ups. Here are also 2 rare skill ups. We have 10 of our normal purple summons, the standard Starlight stone dice. And then right next to me, we have got the Essence of Creation, which is always great for developing your artifacts. And if you max all out, you can go for some gold as well. Let's go back to the Dark Lady, and let's finish our discussion of this event by actually breaking down her kit, because she is really strong, and she's very strong with a pretty simple and straightforward kit. A lot of these times in a lot of games, you get these OP characters, and their kits are just so convoluted you can't even wrap your head around it. She is not like that. Her kit is clean and it is powerful. So to begin, she is going to be a legendary, obviously. She is called simply the Dark Lady. For her school, she is a support unit, though remember, she synergizes really well with other Necrosis units from the Summon School. So she's great alongside summoners, supporting them. And then her affinity is Necrosis, which means her duo affinity pairing for Season 2 is going to be Incineration. She's paired along with fire units. So you can get some great bonuses that way. Let's go through the skills now, starting with the aura. We've got an all battles aura. You know I love an all battles aura. 30% increase max HP for all allies in all battles. A+, we will take it. Now on to the spice, the passive, mother of all things. So this passive is very strong and very unique, and once I break it down, you're going to understand why she fits so well next to summoners, why that's such a great synergy. So while this hero is present, so while she's alive and deployed on the battlefield, whenever any unit dies, so any unit means allies, enemies, and also summons, right? And that's the key part, right? That's what's so cool. All ally heroes share this unit's attributes, attack, defense, and HP, equally. So they will have the attack, defense, and HP of that fallen unit given to them. The maximum cumulative increase per attribute for each hero cannot exceed 30% of the Dark Lady's corresponding attribute. So how much every ally is able to take from that fallen unit will be capped at 30% of the Dark Lady's attributes when it comes to her attack, her defense, and her HP. Do not worry though, she has very high base stats, and all in all, this is just such a powerful ability. Finally, and this is an extra amazing part of her kit, she will also heal all allied heroes by 10% of the dead unit's max HP, capped out at 10% of each ally's corresponding max HP. So every time any unit falls, allies, summon, or enemy, all allies are going to have their HP increased by up to 10% of their max HP. So it can be a lot of constant healing. There's a lot of content in the game where this is pretty broken. If we go to her battle skill now, Dragon God's Retribution, she will attack 3 random targets twice, and each one of those hits will deal necrotic damage. Additionally, she will inflict attack penalty 2, the big version, for 5 seconds. So it's a nice amount of damage, but most importantly, she's putting on the big version, decrease attack by 50% on those targets. That is excellent. So her ultimate, Absolute Rule. She has a 75% chance to dispel all buffs and shields from the enemy. So she strips everything off 75% of the time. And this is a big whopping AoE, and if you look at that range, it covers the entire battlefield, so no one is safe. Then, after she does that dispel of all the buffs and the shields, she's going to attack all targets twice, dealing necrotic damage with every hit, and she inflicts buff prohibition for 10 seconds. There's no chance on that, by the way, unless they had a buff that would block incoming debuffs, and she failed with that 25% chance not to dispel. To dispel it, she's placing buff prohibition on everyone for a very, very long 10 seconds. So this can hit kind of hard, but again, most importantly, it is the crazy debuffing, the crazy dispelling, wiping everything off the units, and then preventing them for 10 seconds the opportunity to put anything back up. So she has a lot of support coming out of this passive, and then a huge amount of debuffing coming out of the battle skill and the ultimate together. All in all, if you can get her and you're working on some kind of incineration team or necrosis team, if you're into summoners in general, or you just really want an OP unit, I think if you can get her, go get her. Really, really excellent add to any roster in this game. And all in all, it's a really cool event. The final thing I want to touch on is during the duration of this event, her exclusive artifact will be available for a limited time in the shop. So if you click right here on it, you'll be brought to the artifact shop, and then under exclusive, during the duration of the event, her exclusive, the Supreme Crown, will be available. And this artifact has an excellent effect specifically for her. Enemies affected by debuffs continuously will lose HP. That is phenomenal. Remember, she puts out a lot of debuffs, including map-wide AoE debuffs covering the entire battlefield. For each type of debuff they possess, they will take necrotic damage equal to, starting at 100% all the way up to 200% of the Dark Lady's attack. This cannot crit, but this is very strong necrotic damage over time, and for every individual unique debuff on every target, they're taking this damage over time. So if you had 5 debuffs on a target, they don't even need to be debuffs placed by the Dark Lady. They will take 1000% of her attack every 2 seconds as necrotic damage over time. All in all, really cool event. The Bloodline Aria should be a lot of fun. Let's move on now to a brief discussion of some early teasers about the Halloween event that is also starting this Friday. So guys, I do not have any sneak peeks to show you yet with regard to the Halloween event, but I can tell you a lot about what's going to go on. So every day there will be a resource called the Daily Goodie Bag made available to you. And during the duration of the Halloween event, which by the way will run from this Friday, October 24th through November the 2nd, you will get these daily goodie bags. And these will have inside different free resources every day. So just a lot of free loot, a lot of freebies that you can earn throughout the duration. If you want to know how many of these goodie bags you can earn a day, by just playing the game normally and spending stamina, you can earn up to 8 goodie bags per day. Further, you can upgrade 4 times for better rewards to get even nicer loot from those goodie bags. All in all, the rewards are going to be really good. There are other fun, spooky Halloween things going on. Log in for yourself and see, and also get those goodie bags and get all your free rewards. So we have the Bloodline Aria with the Dark Lady. That event is starting on Friday, October 24th, as well as the Halloween event starting the same day, Friday, October 24th. A week later, on Halloween, October 31st, running through November 28th, we have phase 1 of the Team Up for Treasure event. You're going to form 3-person teams, and separately, you are going to have quests to do throughout the game, which will allow you to get rewards and fill up your piggy bank. This is where you and your teammates will be storing up your treasure. You and your 2 team members will share all the dragon crystals you earn and the event loot, and it's just going to be another fun collaborative way to get a ton of free resources throughout basically an entire month. And remember, this is phase 1, so in the future, we're going to be getting a phase 2. Finally, guys, the last thing I want to touch on is the account valuation event is back. So if you don't remember the big relaunch, rebirth celebration of Dragonheir that happened in July, this might not be familiar to you, but that's perfect because you probably didn't come back and join because you didn't know about it. It is back. And this is a really cool, unique thing I've never seen in any other game. Essentially, you can have your account appraised if you used to play Dragonheir Silent Gods, or if you've never played Dragonheir but you've played any other gacha game, you can take screenshots from that game and upload it here. And this tool, this site, is going to appraise your progress in either your veteran Dragonheir account that you used to play or whatever game you uploaded a screenshot from, and it will determine how well you did and give you free rewards now in this new relaunched version of Dragonheir. There's literally zero barrier to entry. No matter how much you've progressed in the old version or any other game, whatever you choose to share, you are going to get some significant amount of free pulls. It is just a huge win. It's a very interesting way to try to get people into the game, and I think it's pretty awesome. I did it for myself using my old Dragonheir account when I came back to the game during the relaunch, and it was something like 35 premium summons I got. Some people will get a lot more, some people will get less, but what's most important is everyone will get something. Veterans can earn up to 15,000 Virmaro if you had a really, really well-developed account. Remember, 100 Virmaro is one premium summons. That is one Heliolite die. So if you have 15,000 Virmaro, that is 150 draws. Check this out. It is really, really cool. All right, that basically covers all the main things I wanted to discuss. If you're interested at all, definitely give Dragonheir Silent Gods a shot. I've really been enjoying it since the relaunch. I'm playing casually, but I'm playing consistently, and it is a lot of fun. I also feel privileged to be included in these events and given access to the test servers, so a big thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods. And also a big thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. If you want to start playing, please do download using my link in the description and the top pinned comment. You will not regret it. It's a lot of fun. It's 100% free to play. It is available on PC and mobile. You can play it on Steam, whatever you want to do. You're going to have a blast. Check it out, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been Fastidious. Share with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.